ball was going, I think he decided he was going to switch to the regular fielding position, and it just messed him all up.
And number 8, Nobles, is up.
Here we go. Pitch on the way. And Austin's going to lose that one, but he gains control of that quickly.
Yeah, good job by him knocking that ball down. You really do not want to give Millbrook the momentum here by letting another runner advance into a scoring position.
And it looks like the runner on first is taking quite a large lead, but Jordan's going to try to keep him from even taking any type of lead.
Yeah, I guarantee you if Graham's on the mound right now, he's out at first base.
I mean, you can't, it's a different type of pitcher, so you can't really say that the pickoff move is going to be the same, and that's going to be easy steal for the man on first.
Yeah, things are not going Millbrook's way right now. We lose the force out, we lose the double play opportunity. They put a runner into scoring position. They still only have one out.
Looks like Coach Thompson is going to
talk to the outfielders. Looks like he's telling them to play in a little bit.
I thought he was walking out there to talk to Jordan, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And right there, the batter did not call timeout before he stepped out of the box. And if Jordan had noticed, he would have been able to pitch the ball. And
he called time on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, in that situation, if you're in the box and the umpire decides that ball is in play, and you step out of the box without the umpire granting permission, the pitcher can still throw the ball and get a strike on you.
Jordan's, I mean, he is a young pitcher, so he has time to work on his arm, but right now he's got to work on his control of the ball.
Yeah, he's down 3-0. He hasn't really thrown any amazing pitches, I would say. He really needs to settle down here and let his defense make a play.
And that's what he does right there. He gets that one over the plate. And, I mean, even if you put make the ball go and play, and get it over the plate, you don't want to be forcing the ball like he's been doing. I mean, we've seen that in the first few innings with the pitcher for Millbrook. So it's just something that he has to work on. As he'll get that one over for a full count. He's coming back from that one. And if you look at the runner on second, after Diego backs off, see the size of the lead he takes?
Yeah, you can't really expect the catcher here to throw it back down to second since it's such a long throw. It's just something you have to keep in mind.
As he's going to rip that one up.
They're going to wave him into home. Keenan's going to get it in.
Not going to happen. As Graham was at first to take that pick off.
I think Coach Thompson's going to make the switch here. They're going to make a pitching change.
And you see Sal walking towards. So, I mean, there's runners on first and third.
Yeah, for Jordan, you only get, coming to an inning, you only get one out. It's tough, but, coach's decision, we're going to bring in a veteran here, Sal Varese. I don't know, are we going to go to a commercial break here? Yeah, we're going to go to a commercial break. When you come back, we're going to see Sal pitch, and we got runners on first and third, so stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block. In case you missed it, Sal is now on the mound. They made a pitching change, took Jordan out. There's a runner on first and third. There's only one out, and Middle Creek is in a tough position here. Of course, we have the double play opportunity, and it's going to be interesting to see what we do here when they decide to steal, which I'm sure they will.
And, I mean, I haven't seen Sal pitch many games. I don't know how well he is with controlling the ball, but one thing he does have to do coming into this inning is he needs to make them swing, and that's the biggest aspect in this point of the game right now, is to make them work, and he's gonna sacrifice bunt is what I'm feeling is gonna happen right now.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to get that advantage.
So, I mean, number 5 is up, Williams. And Sal's gonna throw this one, and he's gonna bunt that one up in the air. Graham's gonna catch it. That's gonna be 2 outs right there.
Yeah, there you go.
So, we got 2 outs as Sal comes into the inning, and all he's got to do is get this one out, and that's gonna save Middle Creek a lot of stress.
Yeah, definitely. If we keep it tied at 3 here, we're still in this game. Even if they go up by 1, we're still in this game. But obviously, it's going to be a lot easier if we hold them to 3 here.
And This is number 12, Barris, up to bat.
And he's going to hit that one straight up in the air as well. And Colin Pelosi's going to call everybody off for that one, and that is the inning.
There you go. So great job by Sal here, coming in, closing them out, keeping them to only 3 runs. We're going to take a quick commercial break. The score is tied at 3-3. You're watching the Sports Block. Back with the Sports Block. It is the bottom of the 6th inning, and things are starting to get interesting here. Last inning, Millbrook managed to tie the score at 3-3, and we are a home team, so we're going to have last licks, and I think it's going to be really, really important here for Middle Creek to put some pressure or score a run here on Millbrook, or else we're going to have to come back here and potentially go into extra innings.
Now, David watched that one go for ball 1, which any level-minded player, like I said earlier, is going to watch that first pitch, and he's going to watch that second one in for ball 2 as well.
Yeah, when we are down or when we are tied, your number 1 priority is to get on base no matter what. And if you're taking a walk, then you're taking a walk.
And if you pay attention to the outfield, left center, if David just can get some type of little pull on the ball, he's bound to get a double if he hits it in that gap.
Yeah, I think he's going to have the take sign here at 3-0.
And he did. I mean, that was a perfect. I like to swing on the 3-0 because the ball is going to be perfect. But
yeah, I think there's certain situations where you kind of have the green light to go ahead. And
he's going to swing on that one. He's going to foul that one out behind our dugout on the home field side. It's 3-2 now, full count. He's got to stay alive. Some way he's got to put the ball in play. And he's going to tip that, and catcher's going to catch it, so that's going to be for 1 out as Colin Pelosi steps up to the plate.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Middle Creek. Good job by the Millbrook pitcher on coming back from 3-0 and getting the strikeout there.
And I think it's more the catcher on that one, especially because he was able to grab that ball.
Yeah, definitely very important as a catcher. You need to stick with the ball. and pays off there.
As Colin almost pulled it on that one, but
He wanted it.
that was high and inside, almost brushing his shoulders. There we go. He's going to hit that to left.
There you go again. Colin Pelosi, one of the underrated players on the team. He's been a huge factor in this playoff.
Now it's up to Diego to see if he can even advance him some sort of way.
Yeah, Diego, his hits, when he's hitting the ball, they haven't really been landing, as much as some of the other teams have. But you know what? He's hitting the ball. He's making great contact, hitting for power into the gaps. And it's only a matter of time before, he gets one that lands, and it's going to be huge.
And, Colin's fast enough to steal second. I mean, I've seen him run, especially when he's late for class.
You don't want that lunch attention. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
So, he's fast enough to take that second base, but then again, we don't know how much of a gun the catcher has on him. We haven't seen him throw anything down yet.
Yeah, watching him in warm-ups, he seems like he has a pretty decent arm, and in a situation where we need a run, I don't think we're going to take a huge risk here by sending him out.
And, I mean, this pitcher's not even pitching to Diego. Diego's got one ball on him so far. He's more focused on Colin.
He's going to steal there.
But it's fouled, so he's going back.
And that's not the best piece of hitting by Diego. Granted, he's only a freshman. He needs to learn from experience. But Colin had that base stolen. Maybe it was a hit-and-run call. I don't know our signals.
If you know that, or I mean, if you relatively know he's going to steal, that bat should not leave your shoulder.
I mean, there's certain situations where you might try to protect him a little bit. If they throw a pitch out, just kind of distract the batter a little bit. I mean, the catcher. But you can always tell out of the corner of your eye if you think he's going to make it or not, and that should really dictate whether you swing the ball or not. And
Diego's going to swing. He's going to fall behind on this one. It's a 1-2 count now. He's really got to protect the plate. He's got to get it hit somewhere in a gap or able to advance the runner whatsoever, because Middle Creek does need a run as we going to be heading into the 7th inning and hopefully not have to go past that. But Middle Creek's, they got to get a lead.
And if not this inning, then the next inning. And if not the next inning, then the inning after that. Somebody's going to score here.
And Colin's going to take second base on that steal right there. Great play call by Coach Thompson on that one, telling him to go.
Yeah, and that puts us in scoring position with only one out. Granted, Diego has 2 strikes on him already, but if he can get a hit here.
And as long as he's fouling it off, he's wearing down the pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, if you've noticed, this pitcher hasn't really given up any big hits to anybody on Middle Creek's team. This includes Keenan and Jimmy. So, maybe wearing him down, force him to come out of this game.
And I think what needs to happen is have Jimmy and Keenan get up. They need to be able to get to the top of the order again. And Diego's going to be called out looking.
That looked like a strike. It was, granted it was close, but, you got to protect, and he caught looking there, and I think he knew it.
Now it's looking up to Graham right now. Now that we have 2 outs on us, man on second. Graham's got to find a way to get the ball in play.
Yeah, he's gotten on base 2 out of 2 times this game so far. He's walked, and he's gotten a base hit, so let's see if he can produce something here, too.
Even if he can get it a little gap shot like he had before, I mean, Colin will be able to make it home.
A little backdoor curveball right there.
And now that Graham knows what he's throwing, he's got to be ready to swing. He's got to adjust to the pitch, and he's got to drive it. And Graham's going to swing, foul that one back. He's falling behind his 0-2 count now. He's really got to stay alive at the plate, because I wouldn't be surprised if the pitcher's going to try to throw it on the outside or inside corner, catch him out of his zone, and he's going outside. You see the way the catcher's lining up there.
Yeah. But definitely in a tough position. You're 0-2, and see what he does here. I think he's going to go for another backdoor curveball.
I mean, he's just trying to get Colin back, because, I mean, Colin's got a lead. Colin's standing in front of the shortstop.
Yeah, and, you typically don't want to do that, because the shortstop, he knows when the pitcher's going to turn around and throw the ball.
And Colin's going to go, and that's going to be 3 outs.
So Middle Creek goes down in the bottom of the 6th inning with no runs. The score is tied 3-3. It's going to be an interesting 7th inning here. We're going to see what happens, so stay tuned. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching the Sports Block. We're back with the Sports Block. It is the top of the 7th inning, and Millbrook is up to bat. We are all tied here at 3-3, and this is definitely going to be an interesting one for sure.
And up to bat is Millbrook, and it's number 1, Tart.
Now, Sal's got to close this inning out quick because all we need is a run to win the game.
And that's going to be huge.
And so Sal's got to keep it, in the strike zone, inside, outside corner. He's got to get him reaching. He's got to keep the ball out of play.
Yeah, even if you're not striking them out, you got to force ground balls. You got to force pop-ups. You can't let them, get anything they can get a hold of.
And that looked like a strike, but you can't.
Nah, I don't think that was. That
you can't call it. So
that crossed the zone a little high, and even when it landed, it was still a little bit high there.
One thing we are fearing right now is a line drive in the gap. That'll hurt us majorly. And sure enough, there's a blooper in the gap.
I'm not one to call out any of our players, but it definitely looks like Graham did not put much effort into that one right there.
He walked for the ball.
I feel like he could have caught that one easily.
So here's our pitcher, number 24, Leganke.
And another update on the softball Hot Springs Apex game. Yes, it's still going on in the 13th inning, 5-5.
And he got him. That is one out that we did not expect to happen right there.
You know what? Great job. Crowd's all pumped up. That definitely puts some momentum from Middle Creek side. We got our first out of the inning. Just caught him sleeping over there on first base, and he took advantage of it. And I think that base runner is going to get chewed out by the coach.
And Leganke's going to foul that one out. Fall behind him, strike one. And that runner is highly angered, throwing his helmet, pacing.
I can't say I blame him.
As that's, ooh, that was like a strike on that one, but
that one was probably a strike. But
1-1 count. Sal's got to get ahead on this one. He's got to throw it in the strike zone, make him reach for it, and he's gonna hit that one to right field. Dave is gonna be there, just gonna keep him at first. See if Sal can get this guy sleeping on first as well.
As a runner who got thrown out at first base, you hate to see the person after you get a hit because, he can be thinking, I could have been on third by now.
Yep.
But you also hate to say, I hope he didn't get a hit because then you're rooting against your team.
And number 16's up, Bargoyle.
And this is easy double play territory right here. We just need that to come alive as we get a strike on the inside corner.
It's somebody who can't seem to make up his mind with these curveballs. They all seem to be within the same general area in terms of height, and I don't know.
He's calling him how he sees it, evidently. And he didn't get him on that. Graham's glove wasn't in the correct place at that time. It was on that last pick out, though. So we'll see if Sal can get this one into a ground ball to short and or second, if not strikeout. And that's going to be popped up to center.
Caden's got this.
And Keenan's going to bring that one in, keep the runner at first. We got 2 outs now.
We got number 11 Johnson up to bat.
You know, needless to say, that pickoff was huge. The runner who got picked off at first, he could have advanced potentially to third base off a runner who's currently on first hit. And, you know, that could have been an easy tag up, sac fly, and we could very easily be down 4-3 right now.
And we'll see what Sal does here with this pending last out. As the pitch goes on, and he catches him swinging off the first pitch, strike one.
Yeah, you know, I think Millbrook should be prepared to come out here and play some defense. I don't think they're going to score too much here, and I think it's going to be a really exciting bottom of the 7th inning for Middle Creek.
As he gets him again, but that's a routine ground ball for Colin Pelosi. That ends the inning.
And that is huge for the Mustangs. We did not allow any runs at the top of the 7th inning. It is still tied 3-3. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When you come back, it's going to be the bottom of the 7th, and Middle Creek is going to have their shot at winning this game right now. And we're back with the sports block. It is an exciting game going on here. It's tied 3-3, and Middle Creek is up to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. For those of you who don't know, the bottom of the 7th inning is the last inning of the entire game. So if we score here, the game is over, and we will be advancing into the next round of the playoffs.
And Blake Huntley is starting off this inning.
Let's see if Blake can get this inning started.
You know, Blake's like a second leadoff man. He bats ninth. He's fast. He can make contact with the ball. And, you know, after him, we got the top of the order. So things can go Middle Creek's way right here.
As Blake Huntley fouls that one out of the
Field.
out of the field. And you know, he's got to make contact somehow, and that one's gonna go down in the dirt.
Yeah, you know, even a walk right here, he might turn his shoulder and take a pitch. Any way you're going to get on base, that's how you're going to do it, just any way.
Coach Thompson's calling shoulders over. Looks like he's telling him, you better get that hit, boy.
And knowing Coach Thompson, that was probably his exact orders.
And that's strike two on Blake Huntley. He needs to make contact with this if he wants this game to stay alive.
Well, I mean...
Well, you know what I mean. He wants to be a part of that win. And that's strike three on him looking.
Yeah, it has not been his day today. I think that's his second strikeout.
He's 0 for 3.
And as you heard behind us, now to bat
It's Tyler.
Tyler Scholler.
And I'm excited to see how Tyler's going to play on this one after talking with Coach Thompson on the sideline. And he's going to look at it. He pumped at it, but he didn't go.
Yeah, I like that.
Strike one.
I like him taking that pitch. It was a first pitch curveball. You know, you don't want to be swinging at those, especially in a tight game.
And he's going to foul that one out.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch to hit. I think he did not extend his hands on that one, which is why I went down the first baseline out of play. If he extends his hands on that one, that's a double into the gap easily.
And there is a huge gap from the left fielder to the left field line. You get a line drive down there, and you're looking at a triple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we have cameras on it right now, but the right fielder is almost on top of the right field line.
All right.
The center fielder is playing over towards right field, and the left fielder is playing normal location. So I don't know, you know, anything down either the left field line or into the left center gap.
And Scholar's going to go out. What?
I think I'm not quite sure. I think what happened, it was called strike 3. I think Tyler believes he dropped the ball. I think the home plate umpire said he did not, so Tyler's going to try to advance to first. I don't know if they're going to call him out or not.
I guess not.
I think the umpire,
Yep, they are.
yeah, they're going to call him out. I think the catcher did actually catch it. I can tell by his body reaction that he caught the ball. It did look a little bit questionable, but umpire's call, he's out.
Jimmy Boyd's now up to bat.
Jimmy is very good in clutch situations, so I'm ready to see how he's going to...
And I don't know.
Did that hit his foot?
I'm guessing not.
I think on the catcher's knee.
But, when we played, who did we play second round where he hit that home run first
Wake
inning?
Forest.
Wake
we
Forest.
Played Wake Forest. Tyler gets on base, and then Jimmy comes up and hits a 2-run home run. So, I'm not saying he's going to hit a walk-off home run right here, but, he has the potential, he has the capability, and coming from arguably our best player on the team, not our ideal situation with no runners on, but he's who you want to have up to bat right now.
Jimmy's been hitting home runs since like 8th grade, though, as he's going to hit that one. And that's going to go. He's going 2. No, he's going back 1.
Yeah, the left fielder was able to get through the ball. It wasn't hit tremendously hard. I think it might have hit off the bag a little bit because it jumped right over the third baseman. But you know what? We have a runner on base regardless. We have 2 outs, and we got Keenan Herring up. So with Jimmy's speed, any ball hit into the gap is going to be...
Coach Thompson's pulling Keenan to the side. He's letting him know. This is it.
I can only imagine his pep talk.
No
You
pressure.
are Keenan Herring. Enough said, go up and bat.
He's looking at him right now. He's telling him, hit the ball in the gap. The game's over. You know how fast Jimmy is. You know how fast Keenan is, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they might score at the same time. You never know.
Ball goes in a gap, and Jimmy's going from first to home, without a doubt. No question in my mind.
Even if it's going to be close, I don't think there's really any argument that he's going to hold up. He's going regardless.
And he's going to watch that one as he pumped for it. He should have went for it.
I don't like that pitch right there. I think that was a ball. It was low and outside. Even if it was a strike, he's not in a position to elevate that ball and get a hit into the gap.
And now, Keenan, he's not even in his normal stance. There it is. That's a gap ball. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. It was an error on the right fielder. Middle Creek is advancing to the Final Four. Not many students and or baseball players have lived to tell this story.
Yeah, this is the first time in Middle Creek history that any team, any male team, whether it be basketball, football, any sport, has advanced this far. Great job by Middle Creek. They got down early, 0-2 in the first inning, and they came back, scored 3 runs, gave up a run in the 6th inning, came back and won in the 7th.
You could just hear the crowd in the background.
I'm sure they can.
What a ball game.
And you know what? That was a great game. It was definitely fun to watch, definitely fun to, commentate it on. I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, just get everything settled and organized so maybe we can clap a little bit. We're going to take the break. We ended up winning 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. You're watching the Sports Block.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Block. That was an exciting game we just watched.
That was truly amazing. Definitely fun to be a part of, even though I'm not on the field. Just watching it, you can feel the electricity in the air. It is just a great atmosphere right now.
And it looks like we have Richmond County on Thursday at home.
Friday.
No, Thursday.
Thursday?
It's Thursday. And this is the first time in Middle Creek history that a boys baseball team has made it to the Final Four. I mean, not many students have even seen a team go to the Final Four besides our softball team. So it's exciting to see how we were so underrated at the beginning of the season, and we're turning out to be one of the best.
Yeah, again, at the beginning of the season, we were projected to be absolutely awful. I myself believed that we were going to have a not great baseball team. You know what? They proved everybody wrong. They went 8-0 out of the gate. And look at them now. They're going to the Final Four of the men's baseball playoffs, and I think they have a great shot at winning state too.
And tonight really was a clutch performance by everybody on the team, especially Sal Savarese coming in those last few innings, closing out the game. Keenan getting that hit. I mean, what made the play was that right fielder overthrowing third base.
Yeah, and you hate to say that the other team, won the game for us. But that was a situation where if the right fielder does not overthrow that third baseman, there is the potential that we are going to extra innings.
Exactly. And
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
I honestly don't know what I was going to say.
All right. Well, like I was saying, Thursday we're playing Richmond County at home, so everybody show up. Sports Block will be covering that as well. And your Middle Creek Mustangs came out on top, headed to the Final Four. I just want to say thank you guys for listening to Sports Block. Everybody have a great evening.